Hi, this is Mrs. Grella. I'm going to go over with you how to solve the graphing parabolas unit section on Delta Math. So they're going to give you an equation or a function. In this case, it's y equals negative x squared plus 2x plus 8. And you're going to graph it on the axis, plot 5 points, including the roots and the vertex. Remember, the roots are the x-intercepts, and the vertex is that minimum or maximum point. All right, so what you need to do is take out your calculator and type the equation into y equals. So that's what you're going to type into y equals. So you're going to hit y equals and type negative x squared plus 2x plus 8. So it should look like this. Okay? You're going to type that in. And you're going to hit second graph. All right, so when I do that, you're going to get the table. You want the y values to repeat. So I notice right now some of mine are repeating. I have 8 to 8. I have 5 to 5, but that's like all I have. So maybe if I scroll up, I'll see more repeated values. Oh, there we go. I have 0 to 0. So these are the values I'm going to want to plot. It tells me that I have to plot 5 points, including the roots and the vertex. So it may be helpful to note what the roots and the vertex are and do it that way. What we can also do, too, let me get some scrap paper, is we can find that axis of symmetry, and that will tell us the x-coordinate of the vertex. So remember, the axis of symmetry is x equals negative b over 2a. So it's the opposite of b. So b is 2, so negative 2, right, because b is 2 here, over 2 times a is 1. So negative 2 times 2 times 1, divided by 2 times 1 is 2. That would give us negative 1. So negative 1 is going to be the x-coordinate. Oh, wait a minute. I messed that up. A is negative 1, right? Because there's a negative in front of x squared. So that's really a negative 1. So I'm going to change that a to a negative 1. My apologies. That's going to be a negative 2, giving me a positive 1. That's going to be my axis of symmetry. I apologize, guys. So since that's my axis of symmetry, that's going to be the x-coordinate of the vertex. So that's how I know that the vertex is 1, 9, because the axis of symmetry is x equals 1. So the vertex point has to have an x-coordinate of 1. So 1, 9 would be the vertex. All right, so 1, 9 is the vertex. So that's what I'm going to plot on here. I definitely have to plot the vertex and some other points. So 1, 9 would be here. I have to plot some other points too. And what would be helpful also is to plot, it says I have to plot the roots. So remember, the roots is the x-intercepts. It's where y equals 0. So if you look where y equals 0, it would be at negative 2, 0 and 4, 0. So negative 2, 0 and 4, 0. So those are my roots. And then I can plot some more points to kind of help me get going, because I need to plot 5 points. And I want to have like this connected in a U-shaped pattern. All right, so let me plot some other points. How about 0, 8, and then 2, 8. I'll plot those. So 0, 8, and 2, 8. So that graphs my parabola, and I can always graph more points. I can graph all of these points really for a nice parabola, but on Delta you only have to plot 5. All right, so there's my parabola plotted for me. Once I have my 5 points, I have my vertex here, 1, 9, and then I have my roots, negative 2, 0, and 4, 0. All right, let me submit. I'm sure I want to submit it. And that's correct. And here's my table of values, which is what you saw basically here. It's just they did it without a graphing calculator. The graphing calculator actually makes it a lot quicker to get the table rather than doing all this work. And then there's our points.